Hi, I'm Kirsten. I'm the branch manager here at the Carteret County Public Library in Beaufort, and I'm excited to tell you about one of my favorite days of the year. Tolkien Reading Day on March 25th is set aside to celebrate a man who was a philologist, a linguist, an author, a poet. He studied Old English, Middle English, and all of these things combined were used to create his worlds. And as you can see here, I've got a lot, but this is only a small portion of what he actually ended up writing. Most people are, of course, familiar with Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, but he did write a lot of other things. He created an entire fantasy world, a new language for this fantasy world, and it brought audiences of all ages just into this new and fantastical land where we're running with hobbits, we're sword fighting with goblins and orcs, and we're shooting arrows with elves. I mean, we are seeing new and fantastical things, all from the mind of this man who was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So if you have not read any of his stuff, I mean, you may have seen the movies, the Lord of the Rings movies and the Hobbit movies, but if you have not read them, I highly encourage you to read them. You will learn so much more about this world and see things through new eyes, and it's just fantastically written. And again, I'm a nerd, so I love these kinds of things. It's amazing. And there are so many. And like I said, Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit are both in Middle Earth, but he wrote other things from Middle Earth as well. So if you really want to learn more about Middle Earth, there's a lot more reading to do to learn the backstory and everything. Now, specifically for today, again, because I'm a nerd, I love nerdy things. One thing that I have done to celebrate Tolkien Reading Day is creating a virtual Lord of the Rings board game for your enjoyment. You can find the link on our website, on the Carteret County Public Library website, and on our social media. So if you go to it and you click in, you'll be able to find that link to go to the board game. I'm also going to include a little video after this to show you kind of how to play the board game, but it's all Lord of the Rings related. And I hope you guys really enjoy it. It's based off of the books, not the films. So I hope that you have a chance to grab the book. We've got a display here with all the books in it. So if you want to stop by, I'm more than happy for you to check one out. But I hope you really enjoy it. I hope you enjoy celebrating a man who was a true scholar and a true genius in the world of creating a fantastical new land for us all to enjoy. So have fun and stick around for the tutorial. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, so this is what you'll see when you click into the web page. The board game's all set up here. We've got our tokens, we've got our question cards. This little sheet down here is your instructions. So if you want to take a look at those first to kind of see how the game goes, I'm going to give you a little tutorial here, but that'll help you if you have any questions. So what you're going to do is you're going to start off by answering a question. So there are two stacks of question cards here, 1 and 2. Number 1, that is questions that are only about Lord of the Rings. So they're all based off of the books, not the movies. So there are going to be some differences there. But if you just want to go straight Lord of the Rings, number 1's your way to go. Number 2, if you want to make it a little bit more challenging for yourself, number 2 has questions that are from other fandoms, not just from Lord of the Rings. So there are questions from Percy Jackson, from Maze Runner, from Harry Potter, different things. So if you want to make it tough on yourself, you can use that one. So when you answer your question, if you answer it correctly, then you're going to come over here and you're going to click your dice to tell you how many to go. I got 3, so then I'd pick up my little person here. This is actually the start, so if you wanted to move all your your people over here to the start. You can do that. And then you click and drag 1, 2, 3 until you land on a thing. Now, these little, in the corner of the square here, you see a little button here. That's going to tell you where you've landed and if you have to do anything while you're on that square. So I've landed in the Bear Downs. I got chased into the Bear Downs by wolves. I have to move back 1 space, which is really bad. I don't like that, but okay, I'll move back 1 space. So every round you go, you have to answer a question first. If you answer the question correctly, then you get to roll the dice and move. But if you answer incorrectly, you have to wait until your next turn to go again. Now, once you get to the end here, this looks like the end square, but this is actually the end square. So just bear that in mind. And the first one to get to the end wins. And that's it. I hope you guys have a good time playing with this. I think it's a lot of fun, a lot of nerdy questions in there. And if you're anything like me, you love nerdy questions. So have fun, you guys. Bye.